Hi, this is Steve Raby. We're at the National Youth Workers Convention in Cincinnati. This is my friend Bonnie Laabs. Bonnie has written a book, Becoming Beautiful, A Journey of Transformation. One of the things this title really doesn't tell you about is that the book is about recovering from sexual abuse and things that are not great. So, you know, Bonnie and I were talking. Do you want to say just a little something about the book and what inspired you? Because some people would rather like not really talk about this kind of stuff. Why did you want to do something with this?
Well, Steve, mostly because kids all today are hurting, and I know that they're hurting. They got a lot of pressure from every which way, and I started speaking out a couple of years ago, letting them know, hey, I've been there. I had that rotten life, and I was able to get out of it. And then, of course, they had a ton of questions. They wanted to know, well, how did you do this, Bonnie? Well, how did you overcome that? Well, what did you do about this? And so I decided I couldn't just speak to them. I needed to write a book to leave with them so that they could have it with them. So Becoming Beautiful is my testimony of overcoming sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect, suicide, and then crystal meth.
Now, you did mention heroin addiction or gambling. You didn't get into those?
No,
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe my next book.
Okay. And when we were talking yesterday, I was asking you to think, you know, there's a youth worker who has a girl in his group who's got some of these issues. What would you say to these, you know, men or women youth pastors in terms of how to deal with somebody in the group who has these issues? Because it's kind of dicey. You know, it's like some people respond, some people don't. What would you say to youth workers in terms of how to deal with kids in their groups who've got some of these issues?
Well, Steve, being a youth worker myself, I would definitely say Becoming Beautiful is a good resource to start with, because the secret is getting inside the heads of these hurting teenagers, really figuring out what they got going on, how this pressure is affecting them, and then understanding how you can relate and help them and show them Jesus.
Okay.
So Becoming Beautiful is a great way to take a look inside the head of a hurting teenager. What's going on? What was I thinking? What was my thought process? And really being able to understand that so that they can reach out to these students.
Take it a step further. I'm a youth worker and I haven't read the book yet. I'm going to tomorrow.
Okay, wonderful.
But I'm a youth worker right now. What would you say to me in terms of practicality or encouragement in terms of working with kids who've had abuse situations?
I would say, I know that your student is going through a lot of pain. I was there. And you definitely need to love on them. They need your love, they need your attention and your affirmation. But more so, it's just understanding. Really trying to understand and listen to where they've been, because a lot of times kids want to be vulnerable, they want to share, they want to tell you what's going on because they're afraid that no one else will listen and no one else will allow them to talk and not be judged. So I would say you definitely have to take the time to listen and just to love on them.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this is Bonnie Laabs. This is her book, Becoming Beautiful, and Bonnie also has what she calls her major business card, but here's the email address and the website. Can you get that, production department? Okay, excellent. So the book's available there. You can also send her questions, right?
Yes.
And you'll answer them maybe?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I was showing off my cuticles. Okay, so there's Bonnie. Bonnie, thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Steve.
Good talking to you.